Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something that can truly change your life. Not in 10 years, not in 5 years, but starting today. You see, personality and confidence, they're not gifts you're born with. They're habits. They're daily decisions. The mindset you wake up and choose every single morning. And guess what? You don't need $1 million to have class. You don't need fame to carry yourself like you matter. You just need intention. Start your day with self-affirmation and gratitude. This is one of the most powerful ways to shape not only your mindset, but your entire personality and energy throughout the day. The first few minutes after you wake up are the most important moments for your mental programming. It's like your mind is a blank canvas, and whatever you put on it first becomes the foundation for how you will think, act, and respond. When you wake up and immediately tell yourself something positive, something real, something that reinforces your worth, you shift your entire emotional frequency. You're not waiting for someone else to tell you you're enough. You're not relying on a text, a like, a compliment, or approval from the outside world. You're building strength from the inside. You can look in the mirror and say, I am confident, I am capable, I am deserving of good things. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be intentional. The more you do it, the more your brain starts to believe it. And when your brain believes it, your actions follow. Now, tie that in with gratitude. See, it's easy to wake up and start thinking about what's missing, what didn't happen yet, what went wrong yesterday. But when you train yourself to pause and say, I'm thankful I woke up. I'm thankful for the roof over my head. I'm thankful I've got another shot at this day. You flip your energy. Gratitude takes you out of survival mode and puts you in a position of power. It reminds you that you are already blessed, already winning in ways you may have forgot. And when you combine gratitude with affirmation, you build emotional strength. You stop depending on external motivation to feel good. You build a mindset that carries you through anything. Bad days, rejection, disappointment. Even when things don't go your way, you've already created a positive, powerful mental framework to work from. Your smile becomes more genuine. Your tone becomes more grounded. You walk into your day already rooted in self-worth, and people feel that. They respond to that energy. Confidence isn't about being loud or flashy. It's about being sure. And that kind of certainty is built every morning in the quiet moments when you choose to start your day with self-respect and gratitude instead of doubt and fear. Practice good posture, eye contact, and a confident tone. These three elements can completely transform how people perceive you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Posture isn't just about standing up straight. It's a silent message to the world that you respect yourself. When you walk with your head held high, shoulders back, and your chest open, you project strength, openness, and clarity. People notice that. They respond to that. And your brain notices it too. Studies show that your body language doesn't just reflect how you feel, it can actually influence how you feel. When you stand tall, your body sends signals to your brain that say, I'm secure, I'm grounded, I'm ready. That's why slouching and looking down, even when you don't realize you're doing it, can pull your confidence down with it. Just adjusting how you sit, stand, and walk can shift your mindset and energy in real time. Eye contact is another game changer. Most people avoid it because they're unsure, nervous, or afraid of judgment. But strong, calm eye contact says something different. It It tells the world you are engaged, you are listening, and you're not afraid of being seen. Now, I'm not talking about staring someone down or being overly intense. I'm talking about being present. Looking people in the eyes when you speak to them and when they speak to you. It creates connection. It shows integrity. It helps build trust faster than any words can. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. You stop shrinking in front of people and start standing beside them as an equal. Your tone of voice is your emotional fingerprint. You don't need to be loud or overly excited to be confident. You just need to speak with calm certainty. A confident tone is steady, it's clear. It doesn't apologize for existing. When you speak too fast or too softly, people may doubt your conviction. But when you slow down just a little, speak with intention, and trust that what you're saying matters, people start to lean in. They listen differently. They treat you differently. Over time, that changes how you see yourself. When you pair strong posture, intentional eye contact, and a confident tone, you're not just performing confidence. You're becoming it. Improve communication by becoming a better listener. Most people think confidence comes from speaking well, but real power comes from knowing when to be quiet and truly listen. Listening is not just waiting for your turn to talk. It's not nodding while you plan your reply. It's not pretending to care while your mind is somewhere else. Real listening means giving someone your full attention. It means being present in the moment without judgment or distraction. When you become a better listener, you automatically become more charismatic. Because people don't remember how impressive your words were, they remember how you made them feel. And when someone feels truly heard, they remember you. They respect you. They trust you. That's the foundation of meaningful relationships, whether personal or professional. When you listen actively, you also learn more. You catch details others miss. You gain insight into how people think, what they value, and how they communicate. That gives you an edge, not to manipulate, but to understand. And understanding is one of the most powerful tools you can carry. It allows you to speak in ways that actually connect rather than just impress. You start responding instead of reacting. You stay calm instead of defensive. You build bridges instead of walls. Another reason listening boosts your personality is because it forces you to set your ego aside. It shows maturity. Anyone can talk about themselves. It takes a strong, grounded person to be quiet and listen without trying to fix, interrupt, or outshine. And when you do speak, people take your words more seriously because you've earned that moment. You've listened, you've absorbed, and now what you say carries weight. Listening also helps you control your emotions. When you're truly hearing someone out, you're less likely to jump to conclusions or get offended. You can see where they're coming from. You can navigate conversations with patience instead of pride. That makes you someone people feel safe around. And in a world full of noise, that's a rare and valuable thing. Being a better listener is a skill you build daily. It's in the little things, putting your phone down during a conversation, not interrupting, asking follow-up questions, showing that you're engaged. Over time, it becomes second nature. And with that shift, your personality becomes more grounded, more attractive, and more trustworthy. Set small daily goals and accomplish them with discipline. It sounds simple, but this one habit is a game changer for building both personality and confidence. Too often, people aim for massive changes, thinking they need to completely transform overnight. And when that doesn't happen, they get discouraged and stop trying altogether. But when you break down your progress into small, achievable steps and then show up for those steps consistently, that's when the real transformation begins. Small daily goals give you direction. They give your day purpose. Even something as basic as waking up on time, making your bed, finishing a task you've been avoiding, or taking care of your health with intention. These actions might seem minor, but each one builds mental muscle. Accomplishing what you say you're going to do, even when no one is watching, creates inner respect. And that self-respect is where true confidence begins. Every time you follow through, you're telling yourself, I can rely on me. That's powerful. You're training your mind to trust your own word. And the more you do that, the more you start to walk through life with certainty instead of self-doubt. Confidence isn't about arrogance or perfection. It's about knowing you can depend on yourself to get things done. The key is discipline. Discipline isn't about being hard on yourself. It's about being committed to your vision. It's waking up and doing what needs to be done, not just when you feel like it, but especially when you don't. Because it's in those moments, the ones where you push past excuses and show up anyway, that you build character. Discipline creates a strong foundation. It sharpens your focus. It keeps you from drifting into negativity or comparison. You're too busy building, too focused on growth to worry about things that don't serve you. As your daily goals stack up, something amazing happens. You begin to carry yourself differently. You become more patient, more resilient, more grounded. You're no longer shaken by small setbacks because you've proven to yourself that you're capable of consistency. People around you start to notice too. They see your reliability, your calm presence, your ability to stay focused. That kind of presence is attractive, magnetic, and it all starts with a simple commitment to show up for yourself every single day. Surround yourself with uplifting, motivated people. The environment you place yourself in has a massive impact on your personality and confidence, whether you realize it or not. Energy is contagious, and if you're constantly around people who complain, doubt, criticize, or stay stuck in the same mindset, it will quietly pull you down. Their fears start becoming your fears. Their limitations start becoming your limitations. That's why it's so important to protect your circle. Be intentional about who you spend your time with, because the people around you are either watering your growth or draining it. When you surround yourself with motivated individuals, people who are driven, goal-oriented, and positive, you absorb that energy. It pushes you to raise your own standards. Suddenly, you're not the only one talking about growth or discipline or progress. You're in a space where that's normal, expected, encouraged. That kind of energy lights a fire inside you. It makes you want to do more, be more, and think bigger. These people will let you settle for mediocrity because they don't settle for it themselves. They hold you accountable, not with pressure, but with inspiration. Uplifted people also bring out the best in you. They see your strengths even when you're doubting yourself. They celebrate your wins no matter how small, and they remind you of your worth when your confidence is low. They speak life into your ideas, not because they're trying to flatter you, but because they genuinely want to see you succeed. Being in that kind of environment builds emotional safety. You start to believe in yourself more because you're no longer doing it alone. Your personality begins to reflect that support system. You become more open, more optimistic, and more driven. And it's not just about taking from those relationships. You grow by giving too. When you're in a circle of motivated people, you're challenged to show up as your best self. You're not just watching others win, you're encouraged to contribute, to support, to lead. That brings out qualities in you that might have been hidden or dormant. Confidence grows when you feel like you belong in a room full of greatness, not because you're trying to compete, but because you're inspired to rise with them. Over time, this environment becomes your foundation. You find yourself naturally speaking with more clarity, acting with more confidence, and approaching life with a stronger sense of self because you've been surrounded by people who make growth the norm. Stay consistent with personal grooming, kindness, and learning. These 3 habits may seem small on the surface, but they create a powerful ripple effect that enhances your personality and builds deep, lasting confidence. When you take care of your appearance every day, not out of vanity, but out of self-respect, you send a message to the world and to yourself that you matter. Simple things like clean clothes, neat hair, and good hygiene show that you take pride in who you are. It boosts your self-esteem, it lifts your energy, and it influences how people respond to you. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you naturally carry yourself with more assurance.